Hello. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for coming close. So I'm Deborah Zach. I'm the guest host here for Journey Ryan, and I'm a psychic medium and I do numerology. So if you want to have a reading, please add your birth date as well as the birth date of the person you're interested in learning about, because I can do a lot with that. So I welcome everyone to just post a question. And then there's also those free questions, of course. And then there is the 3-minute, the 5-minute questions. Those are paid donations. That would be great. And that pushes you right to the top of the list. So that's great. Even though I take the psychic sciences very seriously, this is for entertainment purposes only. I don't do legal questions. I don't do health questions or anything like that. So I'm not a professional lawyer or doctor, so I'm not going to do that. And also share the link. I'm here for an hour. Just put the link out to your friends and say, join us. That would be great. Right after this is Cassidy, the card slinger. So stay tuned. It'll just be a small break, and then she'll go right into that. Cassidy's great. And then Thursday schedule is Destiny K at 7 p.m. Eastern. We've got Journey Ryan at 10 p.m. Eastern and Cassidy at 11 Eastern. So we've got lots of cool stuff. And one thing that I like to start out with is a question. Actually, it's a phrase I just really love. It's called whistling past the graveyard. Has anyone heard that? It's a really old term. And what it means is that the graveyard represents a problem that you're whistling past, a problem that if you don't address it, it will become bigger and bigger and bigger. So people who delay or procrastinate, let's say filing their taxes or, and it's a burden on their mind, but they still don't do it. It's called whistling past the graveyard. So I'm kind of asking you, what is your graveyard? What are you whistling past? And the reason I'm asking you this, so you can really think about it, what have you been doing or not doing, and you wonder why you're not doing it? Give me your birth date. Let me do the numbers, because someone can have the same problem. Same group of people have the same problem, but it'll be interpreted and the problem will be answered differently because of your numbers. Numbers are amazing. So I would love to have my first question, and I'm looking forward to reading for everybody. Thank you so much. A mega reading. All right, Dawn. Let me just get your information here. Hi, Deborah, the guy I'm going a date with, his birthday. I'm going to write his birthday down. Okay. Yours is, you can't be born on the 19th day of the 19th month. So if you could correct that, I'd appreciate it. Are we compatible, and will he like me? What's the good and what's the bad? I love that. First of all, here is something for everyone while I'm getting that corrected birth date down, Dawn. I don't want anyone, if I tell you that your number, I don't want anyone to go online and look at a compatibility chart, because those are not accurate, I don't think. So I'm going to do his birthday right now. So he's a 3811 master number. So he's creative and grounded. It's like the best of both worlds. Now, 11 life path. 11 life path are interesting. They're master numbers. People usually have had a little tough in their life, in their childhood. Childhood for a master number is really tough. And so mainly because they see things that are just not right with the world, but their parents or elders will say, oh no, that's right. And they'll say, no, it's not. So it's kind of the suspicion. Also, they feel under the gun a lot because they feel they should do something more in the world. All of this energy signature has him wanting to have more independence and separation from a couple in a couple situation, even to the point of enjoying separate bedrooms and freedoms like that, have being able to express and still have a wonderful, wonderful relationship. I'm not saying you're going to get together and have separate bedrooms, but understanding how he processes information is the best thing. And so things like hammering down a certain specific track won't get you very far on that. So stay loose, and also understand that he does have a bad habit of, like, when you have a really nice time together and then he goes, you guys go your separate way on Monday, right, and go back to work and day-to-day grind, he'll forget to text. It's like, oh, we had such a good time, and that memory is fine for him. So that's where I really want your birthday, because how you interpret that can be hard. Like if you're a 9 life path, oh, that would be so hard for you. I'm going to tell you one thing that's here in his reading. I'm just he's a great manifester, really a great manifester, and I do like the way he's feeling about you. Thank you. I just got it. 1986. Oh, I can't wait to do yours. Hold on a second. Let me get to the bottom of this. 1 9. Oh, good. I'm breath of fresh air. Okay. So you're a 35-8 from what I can tell here. A 35-8. So that's you're grounded. And one thing that's really hard for you is the beginning of any relationship. My sense is that you the ghost, she says, yep, I see that already. Ghostly soul for sure. All day, no text. That's right. And he's trainable. You can say when things are good, you lean into it. And when you're having, the best way to address any problem with this guy is with humor, and say, dude, they make heart emojis for a reason, right? In the middle of the day, shoot me one. Now, the thing that you are an 8 life path, 35-8, which is a wonderful life path number. Very nice. But the first part of your relationship, on any relationship, is really tough on you because you need security. You want to know what's happening next. And if the situation is worth enduring this trouble, right? And you have to wait so long into your relationship before you can have that security. So this is where, if you're going on, I'm not saying this is you, but this is what happens when people get into relationships and they only last like 3 months, 6 months, and they're on to the next one, and next they fizzle out. It's because you're trying to put your finger on and your thumb down on what's actually going to happen. When you date him, if you're just beginning with him, just date others, stay lighthearted, try to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, basically. Yes, definitely. No games, please. It drives me crazy. Exactly. But she says, no, I don't like playing games, but this is what happens if you start wanting that security too early in a relationship, this is what happens. You start doing things, creative things, because you're a 35-3. So those creative things on how to push him a little bit so he responds. And that is a game, but that's sort of the game we play when we get to know each other. And so it's important for you to be mindful and reflect and be, kind of parent yourself at the very beginning. One thing I see he's going to do in your reading with the cards is that he is, don't let him get away with this. He's going to say, oh, I've had such hardship in relationships. I've been wronged by all these women, right? And don't let him get away with that. We've all been wronged. We've all been painful, had pain in our relationships. So just say, okay, we're over that. Next. You're a big boy. So, okay, we are going to have, I think you meant, are we going to have arguments? No, I need info. Oh, he don't care. Let's see. I'm sorry. We are going to have arguments. I know. I need info. So he doesn't care. The thing is that when you argue, you're an amazingly powerful person. And so even someone who has their feet on the ground will be nervous about sparring with you. So the thing that you need to remember is to assume the best and address it with humor first, because if things get too complicated, he's out. Just telling you the truth. If things get too complicated, if the list of demands are too long, he's going to walk away. This is what I mean about the first 3 months or 5-6 months of a relationship. It's like you have to betray yourself. We always think, oh, I want to be so authentic and be myself and all that stuff. You can't be in the first part. She says, yes, I totally understand. In the first part, you got to be kind of, I know it feels like a game, but you have to say, oh, I'm dating, I'm not, until he comes up and talks to you about exclusivity. That's the line. That's when you start being real, is when you have that conversation. But until then, you're dating others. You're not always available. You're lighthearted. You're not going to pin him down. You're not going to get you might be mad that he's not addressing, but how you address that with him is this way. Imagine my surprise after that wonderful weekend we spent and I didn't hear from you. So it's like, you're the one that's surprised about it. He will just be absent-minded. But let me tell you, if an 11 is dating you, you're wonderful. I mean, if you've caught an 11's eye, then that speaks volumes about you. So if you can just move back in your demands, this is called dating, right? Go out with other people. Keep going out with other people, even if they're a little bit too short or a little bit too bald or a little bit too fat. Go out for coffee. And because it's the energy signature action, it's the level of action that brings in the bounty. So she says, okay, definitely guarding myself when not so much putting into this. Yes. And it's tough for you. I know it's tough, but go online and type in what does a 35/8 life path mean in numerology, and you're going to kind of see what and if you read that and you say, that's not me at all, entertain the thought that it is you, and that's probably why you're not in alignment with who you are at soul level, and that's why you're not manifesting quickly or something like that. So it's important for you to self-reflect. And what's it called? Michael Singer does this. Be the observer. be the observer of yourself and how you're being interpreted. So I do hope that helps. This is an exciting, thank you for the mega reading. You're so generous, and I really appreciate that. Anybody who wants to get pushed to the top of the list, go ahead and put into a donation would be great. And I will bless you and leave you with that. Thank you so much for spending time with me tonight. So this really did help. Thank you. That's so nice of you to say. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, people with life path, it's like you filter information. It's not like it's a mold that you're going to be in. There's an immature or shadow side of a number and a light side or a mature side of the number. And so that's why I don't like people doing compatibility charts, because it depends on, if you're in a mature way, then it's good, but it's how you filter information and how the world sees you. So that's how I can help. So what's our next question? Hello, is the connection with Naaman a good one for me? I would love to answer that. I can just do psychic with my clarity deck, my clarity tarot. I can just do that since you didn't put your numbers in. So I'm going to do a yes, no for that. And it looks like, so the answer, it's showing no at this time. And that doesn't mean the relationship has to stop or you don't pursue it. When it says no, and it gives me the reason why it says no. And it's because it's not mature enough for you to invest your heart. So he is not going to treat your heart well if you allow him to hold it. So bring your heart back in and have him prove his worth first, because there's a sense of, he has this demand of fairness, almost a, how do I put this without offending anybody? Oh, what the hell, I'll offend you. There's not a narcissism, but almost an arrogance, as far as what is right and what is wrong in his mind. And you're carefree and light, and I can see you just want to go out and have a good time. But he has that in the back of his mind. So every time he feels you're doing something wrong or said something wrong, he'll go click, say, oh, that she's not doing that right, that type of thing. All you have to do to get on the other side of that is not invest your heart and just keep it casual. When you have nothing to lose, go to dinner, order the lobster, have him pay for it. It's fine. Enjoy yourself, but don't hand your heart over just yet. Doesn't mean that it won't happen. It does mean this is too soon to do it. But as far as being good for you, I think everybody's good for you because they mirror back or don't mirror back your best self. And that's how we judge whether we're going to enjoy someone for long term, is that, do you mirror back my best self? And do you support me if I'm not my best? That's great. So don't lose hope. Still go out and have a good time. It's just that right now, he's not the best one. Just keep shopping. All right. What's our next question? I'm so excited. Why is my youngest daughter's father, Sonny, so uninvolved with his kid, very angry at him? He only sees her when it's convenient. I'm fighting mentally to tell him to just go away forever for her well-being. I know that's the dynamic to these days, isn't it, Audrey? I am so sorry you're struggling with this, but I've got to do this philosophical thing right now, and that is to just entertain the thought for a moment that what I'm about to say is true. And you can only do it, you can entertain it for like a half hour, but back up from your situation and understand just for a moment that we agree to come down here. We agree to certain experiences that we need. At anyone, I always say this is my quote, we are either someone's teacher or student. And the trouble begins when we assume which one we are. Right now, yes, these are hard lessons for your daughter. And I know it's hard to see any of your kids suffer, but there is an alignment. There's a lot she's learning right now, especially about men, and because, daddy. So what you need to do, and this is a big ask, is to just be the big, brave, centered woman you are. Explain the facts that not everybody on the world is in the world is like your dad, but of course you want your dad to be a certain way. And just explain that to her. And he's not his best at this time, but there's always hope later on that we'll see the light side of him, the devoted side of him. There will be a moment when he wants to get to know his child. I'm nervous that it would be too late for his daughter. I hope that helps. If you just entertain the thought for a moment that what I just said was true, that we incarnate, we've got the perfect parents and the perfect, all that stuff. Just entertain that, and that'll back you up from the situation far enough to see the perfection of it, and that'll keep you balanced. All right. So God bless you. Best of luck with that. And what is our next question? Haley, hello. What do you see Corey's intentions are for me, because we haven't met yet, and I think he wants to meet me in person, but I think he is still with another girl currently. Yeah, I hate that. So if you're not sure whether he's with someone or not, don't meet him. Stay in the line of integrity, because the last thing you want to be is that other girl. Right? Because if he is with another girl and he sees you, let's just go into the future, psychic future. Let's say he's still dating someone, but he wants to see you. And yeah, he was engaged, or he's been with this person a while, but he's seeing you. And then he decides to leave that girl and date you. Will you ever have the security you need to think that, oh, he's not dating someone else or shopping for someone else? So that's the thing. You've got to be clean. You want to make sure that has happened. Make it a priority. You have nothing to lose right now. You haven't met him. You've talked to him a while. Yeah, he's viable. He's pretty cool. But if you're unsure of this situation, then you have to be really sure, because that shows him your morals and ethics. Now, what I did was ask the question for the cards if he's with someone else. And I did get, I did get a no, he's not with someone else. But because you suspect he's with someone else at this time, this is how you ask him. You don't say, oh, are you with another girl? Because that implies that you want an exclusive relationship right away, and that's not the right message. What you say is, are you fully available? That's what you say to someone. Are you available to have a relationship, start a friendship? And if they hem-haw around, just keep dating. So get that cleared up, and you will have your answer. Thank you so much. All right. So another question, hopefully. How nice. A mini reading. Thank you so much. Oh, Katie, thank you so much. I'm going to write down your birthday. One moment. I'll say 1985. Oh, I love this. She says, hi, lovely. Oh, you're so sweet. My date of birth is this. What can you see coming up for me in regards to the opportunities with career? Yes, for 2023. Please. Thank you very much. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Let me do your numbers, and I'll by doing the numbers, I can tell what you can do and say at the level of action to get every ounce of benefit from this year. Now, I cannot believe this, but this happens a lot. I get the same numbers. So I'm going to do this again to make sure. Yes. So another 8 life path. So this is, so anybody that, and how you get to that number is you add your birth date up, and it's really easy to do, but I'm going to do your, and we also have a personal year. So I'm doing that as well. Oh, this is a one personal year. Holy cow, I've had 3 people this way. That usually happens. Oh my God, I love it. So this is a one personal year for you. So you're going to be getting information on something new, things that are new, not just one thing. So what I like to tell people, like last year, you were all about giving up what just didn't work. And if you tried to hold on to something that didn't work last year in 2022, try and carry it into 2023, that something, whatever it is, would just be really chaotic. It'll get so bad that you just have to walk away, because you didn't catch it in the first part. So you just have to walk away. But the one personal year is all about new things. So I don't know what type of career you're in, but there are many facets for a lot of careers. So, you can go and do a lot of different things inside that career. And I would like to highly recommend that you look at all the options around what you do. If you're the least bit bored with your job or your career, then go into the areas around that. This is exactly what I'm doing right. Good. So you know what I'm so excited, Katie. I'm so glad you said that, because when you're already doing it, it's like, oh, thank you, God. She listened. You listened to everything that happened last year and said, be gone, right? And so everything's going to open up. If you try and drag something in, you're not going to get the benefits or even see it. I don't see. So this is what is. She's psychic, a psychic medium as well. So is that your career? I'm kind of curious. So it shows here at the level of action, like a lot of action, what you're doing right now is really awesome. Just because nothing's poking through the wall just yet, just keep at it. That's what Spirit is saying with the cards here. And so just keep at it. Yes. I really started to see that I needed to open up more. Yes. Oh my God. See, and that's the thing about us being a psychic medium or any of the psychic sciences, and you're an 8 life path, because how you interpret Spirit is going to be down to earth. No unicorns and rainbow bridges. It's not, you're not going to clutch your well, you might clutch your crystals because you are an 8, and that's an earth, that's an earth energy, and that's a shaman kind of thing. But the thing is that the 3 is creativity, and the 5 is independence and communication. So you're going to be a great advisor. You are a great advisor, and an 8 life path means that you will be paid well for it. I mean, some people are just choose a life that's just a bounty for them. And so, yes, I do love my crystals for sure. I know I was going to say, don't just clutch your crystals. And I thought, wait a minute, she's an 8. Of course she loves her crystals. So learning the psychic sciences from the ground up is going to be really beneficial for you. In other words, the second dimension, the first dimension is the crystal core. The second dimension is everything that's below the surface. All the energy is that way. And then what's right on the surface of the earth, that's the second. So that's the shaman, the path of the shaman kind of thing. So that all of that is really great. I see here, my sweet, something coming up for you. And you might lean into this. I think you're since you're so good at the one personal year, this might pass you by without an effect. But I see you pushing and trying and casting your net wide, which is awesome. I see that the time that life is synchronizing up for you, the blessings that it's synchronizing up for you, is going to take longer than you want. So I want you to just keep going. And how you're going to interpret this is that you're going to study something and say, and do readings. Maybe you'll do readings and not get good feedback, or there's no feedback, and you're just whistling in the wind, not past the graveyard, but through the wind. And so you're not getting that cycle of reward right away. But I got to tell you, and then you might go into saying, this isn't fair. This isn't, I know I'm better than this, and nobody's reflecting that back, that type of thing. I'm saying that might be your self-talk in the next month. But I need you to just keep with it, because I've got the 9 of Cups, which is a wonderful wish card. And I know that money sometimes doesn't match in this industry, but it will with you, mainly because you're destined for that. Number one. Number two, you've got a 1 personal year, so a lot of things are going to be new. You're going to have an impulse to try new techniques and everything. Also, it's showing me that someone from your past, and I mean long ago past, she says that's true. That's how I did feel before, but I definitely do see a huge change. See, now the people, we put our manifesting, and we do everything at the level of action. And then we say, wow, the elephant isn't here in the room. Well, what it is that there are entities, I'll explain that someday, that their only job is to go out and synchronize up what we want, but they cannot hear us. And they can't hear our words, our prayers. They can just see what we do. She says definitely a lot of changes that are started and happened recently. Absolutely. So, but there's going to be more. So don't settle on just one. That's a one life path. Now the one life path is going to kind of fizzle a little bit closer to September, but keep going strong with it. Even if you don't get any payback, but there is someone from your past, long ago past, like a cousin or a neighbor you grew up with, or long ago past, that's going to be coming in the next 2 or 3 months. And Spirit is saying they have a message for you. Now it could be, I don't know what the message would, well, let me look and see if I can hammer that down. So what they're going to love what you do. And I think they're going to help you with things. So absolutely do whatever your heart's desire. You're going to have impulses to get up one day and write a letter of introduction for yourself and mail it to all the events that are in your neighborhood. There's all these ideas are going to do, but the nice thing is that you're going to be moving forward in the level of action. Is 333 here in England? Oh, that's definitely a sign for sure. Absolutely. I love triple digits and double digits. It's like a God wink. So 333. So you have it under control, but just don't get nervous or disappointed or kick the dirt when that cycle of reward isn't right there. It's being synchronized up. I promise. So, and you'll see some of that in the next 3 months. So I really wish you well. And I'll see you on the big screen. I'm sure. I have a cousin in Australia who I feel this could be good. Reach out because there's something, a message there or an opportunity there that, sometimes people hit it big in a different country, not their own country. There's a lot of people from America that make it fun in, Southeast Asia or something like that. But and then America likes them. So you might want to go to Australia. It's a 1 personal year. So I'm going to bless you and leave you with that. I sure enjoyed talking with you. Thank you so much for your generosity. I really appreciate it. So. All right. Thank you so much. That was great. San, can I have, she says, wow, I love this. I'm getting excited. Thank you so much for a beautiful reading. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I really enjoyed reading you. And best of luck. We're looking, you know what? Journey did say we're looking for psychics, good advisors. So you might consider that. That'd be great, Katie. Thank you so much. And do we have another question? Gemma. Hi, Gemma. I'm not sure if it's classified as a medical question, but I've seen approved. You've been approved for an operation. Okay. You know what? I'm going to shy away from I think this is medical. So I'm going to shy away from that, Gemma. I'm sorry. Do you have any other questions? Please just, Colleen, my ex reached out to me today and asked for my portion of the house insurance, but I did not ask for mortgage or other payment, Should I send the house insurance or hold with not sending any dollars? Let's see, let me just read this. Ask for your portion of the, but did not ask for the mortgage and other payments. So I'm seeing where you should probably just send what he asked for, but not, that's an interesting question. Let me see here. I'm going to go behind the curtain for him and see what he wants to do. And I'm seeing here where he doesn't want to see you suffer or have problems at all. So I don't see where he's going to be hammering you for any more money. Now, if it's money he owes you, I might have misunderstood that. If it's money he owes you, he is good for it. He's going to, because he is brokenhearted over this breakup, and he is building his life. He is over the worst of it, and he is motoring on and trying his best. But he is. Even though, even if he was the one to leave, he's regretting it. If he wasn't the one to leave and you were the one that set the boundary, it's breaking his heart. But he doesn't wish you any hardships or anything like that. I know you have property with him, but I would only give what he is asking for and no more. So that's what I can say. So I don't know if I misunderstood that. So, when they say, when people tell you who they are, believe them. And so I do that with a lot of things like money as well. If people only ask you for a cup of coffee, just give them a cup of coffee. I mean, you can add a cookie or a biscuit, but stay within the. So I wish you well on this. God bless you. All right. So I'm ready for the next question. Hunter, hello. How are you? Oh, sweet to say, with my life path being a 16-7. Oh, I love this. And my personal year being a 1, what career do you see me doing to follow my destiny? Okay. Hunter, this is going to sound convoluted. Either you dive headfirst into the psychic sciences on some level. Now, when you process things in your mind, it has to make sense. A lot of times when people grow into their spirituality, they'll go a lot on faith. They'll entertain the thoughts of this new dynamic, and then they'll put it into action and see if it works out on their own. That's usually what happens. With you can't take everything on faith. So when you do create your own methodology, and you will, if you want to go in that direction, when you do create it, it's like hammered down. It's like you would be writing the book and teaching others how to do it, that type of thing. But it's hard for you to just assume faith on a lot of things. Now, if you're not interested in going into the psychic sciences, then you would be incredibly welcomed in the sciences. So it would be math, science, the hard sciences. because you're so bright, and you are very, very good at interpreting complex things. Now, if you say, oh, I hate math and all that stuff, really don't play that on yourself, because you're very, very good at it. You could take something really complicated, bring it down, and explain it to someone. It's a gift you have, and you think everyone can do it. That's the problem. Also, Hunter, you're really intuitive. I'm going to finish up on this. The 7 life path is very intuitive, and you know things, you know better than other people, because you see the future more than other people. The problem begins when you start thinking, God, other people that I most definitely understand you. Oh, good. So, assume that sometimes when people do dumb things, they're doing their best, even though it's dumb for you. And so just don't be hard on others. Just don't be hard on others. God bless you. I'll leave you with that. Thank you so much, Hunter. Yes, I definitely understand you. I definitely do. Yay, I'm so glad. I love this numerology stuff. I really do, kids. So I'm ready for the next question. This is so fun. Oleg, hi there, handsome man. Something is brewing at work. Do you see any issue with my job? You're probably psychic. You're picking up what others are putting down, right? But it's important for us not to get into everybody else's circus. What is that? Someone's circus? And I'm looking here. I'm asking the card, since you didn't give me your birth date. So, here's what I'm going to say to you. I don't see anything tragic happening at your work. Not at all. Spirit is telling me that you're hyper focused on that shoe dropping. So something has captured you to a point where you're fizzing inside, but you're acting real cool on the outside. So that's cool for a lot of times, but it's important that you stay true to yourself. But I gotta say, I don't see anything here that's going to cause you any trouble. Nothing on your finances. You're not going to be short on that. I mean, you might be short occasionally, but I have the 4 of Pentacles here, so you've got everything covered. I also have the Chariot. So what I'd like to have you do is focus on something else. The Chariot is here. Usually there's 2 horses, one black, one white. And if the 2 horses are not going in the same direction, the Chariot doesn't go anywhere. They go in opposite directions. It stops. So it's important for you to gather all your anxiety back in, and all the she said, he said stuff. Just put that aside and pull everything back in and go to one focus. And what I'm thinking, what that focus would be is a project. It might be a project that will be like a side gig, or a project you can join with another person, and it would benefit you financially. That's what's in the wind right now for Spirit. So I do hope that helps, and I hope you get some sleep. I do. Thank you for your question. I appreciate that. And I'd love the next question now. Celtic Dragon, hello there. Hello, Deborah. When will I get away from the landlord that I have and into the house of my own? I was thinking about this, or at the very least, a new rental, a better landlord. Okay, so I'm going to do your numbers here very quick. Where's my calculator? I don't do any of this in my head, then we'd all be in trouble. 19. Okay. Yeah. 1, 7. Oh, you'll be able to do this year. So here's the deal. Your 3 life path having a 3 personal year. So much creativity right now. You can think outside the box. So I'll put that on you. So there is going to be someone outside of yourself that you can join forces with to rent something big. In fact, I just got a hit. Let me see if I'm right on this. Oh, you are worried about this. I have 9 of Swords for you. It's like you're losing sleep on this. I understand that you feel like you're not, you don't have a voice with this and you can't, yes. So this is, quit saying you don't have enough money. You're going to have plenty of money. It does look like there is another job, a side gig. I mean, if you had a side gig, just working a few hours at night and put every penny, don't spend any penny of it, you would be able to rent a house bigger than you can manage, but sublease rooms out. So have other people pay your rent. See, that's what a creativity, that's what. Stay creative. Ask for, I mean, you could ask for a loan for sure, but I don't think you would need it. But entertain the thought of renting. You can buy something too once you get enough down payment. But if you want to rent something exciting, then I'd join forces and find something quite big and go for it and collaborate and rent rooms out so you're able to have other people pay for it. So that's what I'll bless you and leave with. That it does look like this year you're going to make a whole lot of progress on that. So blessings to you, Celtic Dragon. I appreciate you so much. I hope that helps. All right. So we have another question in the pipeline. And then also Cassidy, the card slinger, is right after me. So make sure you don't, you stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. How do they say that? I love it. And also, would you like us and share us and subscribe to us and all that stuff? We're on YouTube everywhere and Facebook. And if you're listening on iHeart Radio, just grab your phone and go to journeyryanlive.com and you can sign up for a bunch of stuff. So, Sophia, hello. Is the person coming in from me my twin flame, or have I already met him? So, my sweetheart, I do not like to call anyone twin flame or soulmate, because that has developed into a code lately. Everyone's using it so much. And what it is it's a code for a woman to stay in a bad situation. It's a term that they say, oh, he's treating me badly, but he's my twin flame. And you stay too long in a situation. I understand having a passion for someone. I really do. I understand that. And a desire for someone. But please don't move into this thinking that you're destined for anyone. Because if we don't do that, years ago, we had to make contracts like that, soulmate contracts, but they're very toxic these days because generations ago, if you were born a farmer, you died a farmer, right? And you don't have to do that now. We don't have to. We've moved past. That's our awakening has done that. So that's enough. I'm going to not say any more about that. So the question was, is he your twin flame? Is he going to be? I'm looking behind the curtain through his eyes and I see manipulation. I think mainly because he feels that you are available. And so I think he might not treat you the very best that he can be. I do see that Lover's card and I do have the World. So eventually it looks like it'll grow into something, but I highly recommend that you speak your mind. Don't tiptoe around topics. You have absolutely nothing to lose. You will not, if he is destined to be your husband, he will be your husband without the soulmate and the twin flame stuff. So I've just done a lot of readings where people use that terminology, and I've seen a lot of people women stay in bad, even dangerous situations, because after all, twin flame, right? So I do see that he might be manipulating you a little bit, only because he knows you're available. But what will change that dynamic is for you to move into your own declarations, your own boundaries. I do see that he likes you. So so just make that little switch and see if it doesn't benefit you big time. So thank you so much. I bless you and leave you with that. And I'm ready for my next question. Rebecca. Hi, Deborah. Can you tell me if my son Frank will be accepted next year for Drill Sergeant Academy? And she gave me his birthday. Thank you so much. 90. Okay. Moment of silence with me doing the numbers. If this is a 35-8, no, it's not. It's 27. 27-9. So yes, those are really good numbers. It's interesting. Yes, this is a 4 personal year for him. So this is all about doing hard work without reward. I'm not saying he's not going to be accepted next year. Yes. And next year. Yes. So your son, Frank, now in 2023 is all about doing the hard work, all the setup, and not getting the reward, the cycle of reward, that attaboy or the medal or the acknowledgement. I'm not saying he's not going to get a raise or whatever. I'm not saying that. It's just a 4 personal year is all about writing the book. Those long hours of writing a book, you're not making money, but the book is going to do well next year, that type of thing. So delayed stuff. So that's what's in his work now. And if he's disciplined enough, he is going to set up a wonderful, wonderful 2024, a wonderful 20, because that's a 5 personal. That's travel. That's being in front of the camera instead of behind the camera. It's just wonderful. I also get a yes on that with psychically, with the cards. So I did get a yes. A lot of them is major cards. They're wonderful. I also have, which is wonderful, the death card, which tells me that it's going to be a natural closing of one chapter and natural closing of one chapter, opening of another. And that's just the right timing of what he's going on now. So it's a wonderful, wonderful future, but just don't get disappointed in this year when things aren't, benefiting, or you feel like you're not doing enough to get, or people aren't giving you enough, because you're setting yourself up for wonderful benefits later on in the year, starting September. So, all right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rebecca. That's wonderful. So I'm ready for the next question. I have Kristen. Do you see a career change in the future for me? So I don't have a date of birth, which is fine. I will just do a psychic reading with the cards. And so I do see, a shift and change, but I don't see a big career change in the future for me. The 4 corners of this question, this is very important. I do 1 month increments and timelines, and I only go out a few months to see what the trajectory is, because that will give me a good idea what the rest of the year is going to be. So it looks like one of 2 things: either you're not interested in doing the work to make that different career choice. That could be part of it. With all due respect, sometimes it's just you're not into it. it's too hard. But sometimes it also means, when I get a no like this, it means that life is synchronizing up something in the future, and it's not going to happen in the next 3 months. To understand which one it is, you you need to do something at the level of action in regards to that career choice. It doesn't matter what what the action is. Literally, all you have to do is go to your computer and type out, Google something different that you could do inside your career or a new career. Literally, just at the level of action, go to that machine and do it. Make a phone call or talk to other people in a different career that you're looking into. All of that counts to help life synchronize up your blessings for that. So that is very, very important. But as it stands right now, the answer is no. The reason is that you're conflicted on whether you want to invest more time in this one career, or you're conflicted in some way. You're kind of arguing with yourself. I have the 5 of Wands, which is the bickering card. As I can imagine inside your head, you're bickering. Well, I love it. I hate it. I don't know where to go on this. I love the job, but hate the people. I mean, so there's that kind of stuff in your brains. So So it's important for you to it's definitely important for you to get that bickering out of your mind. God bless you. I'll leave you with that. Thank you so much. We have a donation, I think. Thank you so much. A 3-minute. Hello, Daphne. Let me just see here. Hello, Daphne. It's nice to meet you. I just donated. Thank you for the 3-minute reading. I appreciate that. So that can be added to the 2 free. Oh, I need the question. I need the question back up. So my birthday, thank you. 10, 7, so I wanted to know about my finances, and do you see me getting a house this year? Thank you for that. Let me just see here. So yes, this year is going to be very beneficial for you to get a house, mainly because you're all about divine order. Let me just do this here. 78. This is a great year for you. So yes, you have the discipline, you have the blessings of things synchronizing up in a perfect, balanced way, mainly because you are a master number 33, which means you're disciplined and can think big and achieve a lot. You have a lot of potential, but the main thing is that you're having a 6 personal year. So it's like you also get up and you know exactly where you want to put your money. Also, what happens is that life will synchronize up new people for you to meet, someone who's maybe in real estate that keeps you in mind for the best, so you can buy something that's not, buy something that's not on the market yet. I wanted to know about my finances. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, your finances. I'm thinking of the house. So yes, I'm seeing things that whatever you want to do in finance, whether it be buy a house, even if it's changing careers, it's like it's an incredible blessing year. Incredible. Now, it does show here psychically that you have made efforts before and it didn't work out. So with your finances, please understand that those were lessons in the past, especially last year. And so don't hang on to that mentality. I also see that you give of yourself a little too much where you're not getting the money back. You'll do something for somebody and skip doing something for another person for money, right? And so that's something that you have to be mindful of. But you do have Mr. Magician here, meaning that you have everything you need available to change your finances for the better. I'm not seeing, let me see. Let me just see really quick what this is. Yes, it's all everything's going to be great. So also what Spirit is saying is that you're going to have benefit through your finances. I mean, your finances, you're going to meet someone through social action. So this is the Three of Cups that I have. So if someone after work says, oh, let's go for a drink, and you don't really want to do it, just go anyway. Spend 10 minutes is all. Because it looks like life is trying to synchronize up people for you to meet, to have people for you to meet to benefit your finances. So yes, your finances are going to be great. Stay active, stay social, and know that it's going to happen. Whatever happened in the past is the past. So I'll bless you and leave you with that. Thank you so much for this reading. I appreciate you. And here we are with Cassidy, the card slinger, coming in right now. See you next week.